My face, your screen. I have questions. I know you have questions because you're here. I'm not sure if we're going to be on the same questions today, but let's dive into marriage, okay, and the reasons people get married. Okay, let's look at this tradition of prearranged marriages versus the Western type marriages for love and soulmate and also the other side, marriage for convenience. Okay, there's many different reasons for marriage, so let's get into it and let's have a look at these marriages. Now this topic, I actually told a friend of mine about a year ago that I was going to make this video because he lived this. Okay, he's from India, very nice guy. Hello Rai, hi Rai, I know you're watching. They don't know who you are, don't worry. Okay, but I told you I was gonna. So let's get into this thing of prearranged marriages. Okay, now this friend of mine, I'm going to use him as an example. Okay, this friend of mine was in his early 30s, successful, good job, working in a foreign country with me, foreign to his country. He's from India, northern India. Okay, so in his early 30s, and mom and dad are like, no, when are we getting married? When are we getting married? We need grandbabies, okay, because I want grandbabies. So eventually they threatened him. We're getting our passports, we're coming there, we're coming to bring you a wife, okay? so yes, so he said, okay, find me suitors. Okay, so now obviously this is how it works in these towns. It works according to status, and obviously in India religion is a big thing. Okay, they have to be Hindu and they have to be on the same, because Hinduism's got levels, so she's got to be on the same level as he is, same status, same. This is how this thing works. So they sent him, I think it was 5 pictures of girls, okay, that he had to now choose from. A catalogue, if you will. A catalogue. It's like a catalogue. Okay. So I'm standing with him and we're checking this catalogue out, okay. But now the problem is, this was 2024, last year. And there are apps and there are filters. And some of these girls look the same, okay, because they're using the same filter. There's a problem because you don't know what they're going to look like, okay? Ladies, please, okay? Remember, when this guy signs on the dotted line, there's no turning back, okay? Anyway, so, yeah, we looked through them and they all look okay. Some looked a bit dodgy, some a little chubby, some a little thin, okay? Some a little over-filtered that you don't know if it's a man or a woman, okay? But anyway, so he goes through the list and now he's got their phone numbers, he's allowed to communicate with them. But remember, this is not private, because on their side, their parents are watching. There's no sexting, and that stuff doesn't happen in these scenarios, okay? So he chooses one. And she looks very pretty, and we're all like, oh, she looks good, okay? So he agrees with his parents, right? This is the one. He chose his bride, okay? So now he's got to go. First trip out home is for the engagement. Get that. It's for the engagement. For the engagement, he's flying out to go get engaged to someone he's never met in his life. Okay? Let's go. So he flies out to India, and now engagements and weddings, I have to say this, the Indians, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Okay, they take these things serious. This is like a reason for the whole town to celebrate. Now the engagement, I think it's just the 2 families that are there, but the families are big, okay? I mean, we're talking uncles, aunts, cousins, nephews, nieces, twice removed, 3 times removed, 4 times removed. We're talking lots of people. So you can literally look, because these people, they have drones. They do it the right way, okay? There's literally, I saw the drone videos of the whole town was decorated, and they have the most colourful weddings, okay? Western weddings are so boring with the white, okay? These weddings, I like that, I like that. So, anyway, so he goes home for the engagement. Now with the engagement, he's only got a week, okay? So they meet, him and his family, and her family, and It's weird because now the two of them sit right next to each other. They're not allowed to touch each other and they're not allowed to really speak to each other. They get a certain amount of questions they can ask each other. And now listen to this. This friend of mine now, he's a chubby chaser, okay? He's super skinny, but he's a chubby chaser. So the first thing he says to her, because obviously on the picture you can't see her size, and she's a little one, okay? She's little. So first, the only question he asks her is, how much do you weigh? Anyway, I already know in his mind, I was laughing so much because in my mind I'm like, yeah, you're going to feed her a lot. Okay, now also remember in this level, he's in the level of Hinduism, the top level where they're vegetarian. Okay, because the lower level, I'll make a video on that, but the lowest level they can eat rats and snakes and meat and whatever they want to, and then you get a higher level where they can eat fish, but the top level they're vegetarian. Okay, and obviously nobody eats beef. Okay, they don't eat beef. They like them cows. Okay, the vegetarian teacher would love this. Yeah, I'm going to make a video about that one too. Anyway, but that's for another day. So this is how it goes down. Goes there. They have no time together. There's always someone there. There is literally a thing. Okay, you see in the old movies where the guy went home, and if they slept in the same house, he had to have the sheet on and they sew it at the top, so you can't get that dolly out. Okay, you can't get out, can't get near. And that stuff happens. Okay, there's no. This is so weird. Okay, because now I know guys in other countries who work in other countries, and this. It is illegal. It is highly frowned upon if you have sexual relations with your future bride. But it's not frowned upon if you have your work wife in another country that you're banging every day. That's fine. That's morally acceptable here. Okay, this freaks me out. I'm not messing with you. Trust me, I cannot suck these things out my ass. You can't make it up. It's real, okay? So, let's get into now when he comes back. So now it's been decided, right, this is it. He looked at her, he asked his question, he knows what she weighs, they're getting married. Okay, so he comes back to work this was Dubai. Okay, so he's back at work in Dubai, living his normal life, and she's at home, and the families are planning wedding. Now, wedding planning for the Indians, I think it takes months. I don't know how they do it so fast because they literally, the whole town is decorated. Okay, it's like every time someone gets married, it looks like royalty. It honestly looks like royalty. It's amazing. But anyway, so he's back for a couple of months, and then he flies back home. Now he's going home for 2 weeks. Okay, he's got 2 weeks for this wedding. Now, don't forget, the wedding itself lasts a couple of days. Okay, so he flies home. And this was beautiful. I saw the pictures and the videos and the drone videos, and that town was so colourful. It's like a festival. It's like if you go to Rio to a festival. It's like that. Okay, like a carnival, full-on carnival. Okay, so he goes home and they do this wedding. They sit next to each other. Everybody's giving them gifts. All this stuff's happening. Everybody's super happy. Everybody's dancing and doing their thing. And these two don't know each other. Okay, bear in mind they don't know each other. They've only barely known each other for like 3-4 months at this point. Okay, I was actually the one day was standing in the kitchen, and I'm like, so this is not going to sound very Christian, okay? But so I asked him, so you don't get to test drive this model bike, okay? No, that's illegal. So I'm like, yo, dude, this is not a car. You can't drive it for a week and then trade it in. I don't like the VM, I'm going to buy a Merc. You can't do that. So in my opinion, it's important to know the person you're going to marry. Although they don't really spend all their time together. Because I know me. Look, when PMS comes in, go camping for 2 days, or start throwing chocolate at me every time you see me. You know, I'm difficult. Okay, I'm difficult. I'm not in pain. I've never had painful that time of the month, but I'm miserable as I'm like a demon. Okay, so and then I'll just cry for no reason. So these are things you need to know. Okay, how does your partner actually? Some girls don't act in any way. They don't change. Some become Godzilla, okay? I'm that one, okay? I go from Godzilla to a crying baby in seconds. So to me, this stuff is important. But yeah, he almost peed himself laughing when I asked him this question. Yeah, and he actually said to me at that point, this is why I would love to invite you to my wedding, but I can't because you're too free and too outspoken. Literally, I could not get invited to the wedding. I was texting with him every day, and he sent pictures and videos and things. But my personality, I'm very outspoken, okay, and I call a spade a spade. And if I have a question, I ask it, okay, because I always have questions. I mean, I can just imagine the questions I would have come up with there. Okay, so it was for his own safety, my safety maybe, I don't know, that I did not go. So, so then there's the wedding. Now, this is days where they're not alone. They have all these families, they have the whole town celebrating this wedding. Okay, so they are exhausted after these couple of days of the wedding. Okay. So after these couple of days, they get to now go to their room. Now how it works, he's got a house, and the ground floor is where his mom and dad and sisters and things live, okay, his younger siblings. And then he built a top story, which is for him and his wife, and then their children. Okay, this is how it works. But anyway, so now they go there. Now already this is uncomfortable because now you're going to have you're a virgin. Your first encounter you're going to have upstairs from your in-laws. Okay, this freaks me out. But so now remember, we have to meet a deadline because now he's got a week left. Okay, you got to make a baby. They got to get to work. They got to get to work straight away because mother and father, mother-in-law, everybody they want a baby. Okay, go, make a baby, go. Okay, and the whole family's obviously knowing. This is almost like the Vikings and things where they go consummate the marriage, it's, yeah. So, when most of us are pregnant before we get married, that's why we get married. Another wrong reason, eh? But, yes, so now they're hard at work, humping like bunnies for the remainder of the time because he's got to make a baby. Then afterwards, he now flies back to where he was, and she stays there, and this chick's now doing everything to fall pregnant, standing on her head, hoping that sperm is a good swimmer, okay, to get to the egg, okay. And he texts her every 5 minutes, are you pregnant yet? Are you pregnant yet? Are you pregnant? It's like, what? And obviously he's under pressure too because at work we all are, is she pregnant? Is she pregnant? Are you going to be dad? Are you going to be dad? No pressure there, okay, because now remember, his family could think, oh, yeah, she was a reject. Or her family could think, yeah, no, look, there's a problem here, okay? So, pressure, that is pressure. It's almost like they become breeders, okay? But, yeah, I don't get that. Now, I'm no expert at marriages, but now why do these marriages? Because if you look at it, these marriages, these arranged marriages, they don't get divorced. They do not get divorced, okay? It's just culturally unacceptable. But why does it work? Are they actually happy? Are they happy, or is there just no way to get out? So they're happy because you've got couples. I've got some friends, Indians as well, who live in Dubai, and they married and they brought their wives and their children over, okay? So they're all together as families, okay? And they don't have 13 children. They've got 2 or 3 kids. So you get those, but you also get those, the majority are the working class people, where the wife is at home. And it's not just in India. I mean, I'm talking Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, everywhere they do this, okay? So the wife is at home breeding, taking care of the parents. She's got to take care of the parents, that's her job. Okay, so she cooks and she cleans and she does all of that. And the husband is working, making money, sending money home, providing for her. Is that why it works? Does she just want the security? Did she get trapped in this with this, the pressure from the family and the culture? And that's why it works. Who is it working for? Is it working for you because you can have as many women as you want? and you've got your breeder at home taking care of your parents and your kids, or is it working for her? Is she truly happy with this? Is there happiness? I'm a lovesick puppy, okay? I just believe in, most couples, and this is not just the pre-arranged marriages. When you look at other marriages, most people get married, they choose their partners based on their social standing, their location, okay, their education, their age, and their religion, obviously. Because these are the things that fall in place. This is what's going to be acceptable to your family. Okay, so if I come from an upper class family, I have to marry someone who can provide for me and will be accustomed to my way of living. Okay, so you've got to make money. If I am a Christian, I must marry a Christian or Muslim or Hindu or whatever. Location. Okay, location is a big problem for me because like this guy, this friend of mine, the girl came from northern India, same place, he probably lived in the next town up, okay, because her parents knew each other. Now, the rest of us do that too, because you choose a guy from your city or your county or your state, okay, because you don't meet people in other places, okay. That's wrong. That is wrong. Now, the reason I say this is wrong is because I do believe every pot's got a lid, okay? Every person has a soulmate. I believe this. We were made this way, that you have your perfect soulmate. And people who have actually found their perfect soulmates will tell you this. They will be happy for the rest of their lives. There are so few couples I know, and obviously most people I know are couples because I'm the only single one my age, but very few are happy, okay, because are truly happy, truly have their soulmate, okay, because you could grow up in America, in Texas, and your soulmate could be in South Africa, okay, and you'll never meet her because you never travel, or you'll never meet him because you never travel. So you marry because of these other reasons, okay? So, no, travel. I encourage everyone, even my children, to travel. Well, my kids are both, they found their soulmates. But travel, because you're not going to know, you're going to marry what is happiness that is socially acceptable happiness, okay? We pretend out there we're happy, we put on Instagram our edited life, but behind the scenes we beat each other up and drink every night because take sleeping pills before he comes to bed so that he doesn't have to touch me. You know what I mean? And this is not an exaggeration, okay? Do you know that almost, I think it's like 40% of homicides are family related? These are people who literally don't see a way out. People, okay, get me on this, okay? If you are, I don't care what religion you're from, I'm a Christian, and divorce is not a good thing. I am divorced. But if you are not happy in your marriage, you don't have to kill them. There's a way out. It's called divorce. Okay, divorce them, and they can carry on, and you can carry on. Yes, it's hard. Yes, they're gonna probably hate you. Your family might hate you. You might get disowned. You might lose half your assets. Whatever. But that is the better option. You don't have to go kill your partner. Okay, we don't do that. Okay, we're civilized people. Don't divorce. Okay, but more importantly, look before you get married. Okay, I have a friend that I told him from years ago when his child was like 4, and I've been telling him since then for years. I told him, you need to get out of this marriage, and he was like, no, when my child is 16, whatever. And I was like, no, you're setting the wrong, because this was literally a relationship where if he was sitting on the couch and she came and sat on the couch, he would go in the room and sleep. When she goes to bed, he goes back to the lounge, sleeps on the couch. This was the relationship. No kissing each other, hello, goodbye. No hugging each other, no holding hands, no affection at all. And this child, this is what he sees. This is a marriage. This is a relationship. I do not believe for 1 minute that a child that grows up in a loveless household will have a healthy relationship. Because what does he go by? What does he set his standards by? Okay, no. And then when there's violence involved, it's even worse. Because you're teaching, if the husband is abusing the wife, you're teaching your daughter, it's okay, he can punch you, it's fine. Or you're teaching your son, no, if she doesn't listen to you, smack her. You know, what are you teaching your children? Or the other way around, okay? What are you teaching your children? I believe, no, babes. Find the right person and get married. And if you make a mistake and you marry the wrong one, like I did, don't murder him, okay? Get divorced and carry on, okay? Because maybe there's still a chance he can find his life partner and you can find your life partner, your real soulmate. And in my mind, it's just like, if I never find my soulmate, I'm okay with that, but I will not settle for second best just to be socially acceptable, just to have someone sleep next to me in bed, just to have someone. I've got friends for that. I don't need someone just to have someone. It must either be the right one or it must be no one. I'm just like that. Maybe I don't have. I mean, you get these girls who get married and they have a checklist, okay, in the universities behind the dorm door. And does he have a sense of humour? Is he good looking? Is he 6 foot tall or 6'2"? Is he athletic? Does he make money? Is he studying? And they tick off. And if there's one you don't meet, nah, can't marry this one. I don't have that. I don't care if you're rich or poor. I don't care if he's educated or he's a plumber. Well, we'll get onto that later. But I don't care what you are. If you're my soulmate, you're my soulmate, okay, and we'll make it work. Talking about plumbers, okay, just a side note again. Oh my God, I'm suffering a side note. Yeah, my mind is all over the place. Something I realized, and I actually need to make a video on this because people need to slap themselves upside the head, not your partner, slap yourself. Do you know that we're coming to a time where plumbers, electricians, gardeners, builders, people who work with their physical hands, who have bricklayers, painters, they're going to be more in demand, and they're going to earn more than neurosurgeons do, because nobody wants to do that. I'm South African, so I see everybody gets a degree, okay, and once they have that degree, everybody studies political science, marketing, or IT. Okay, those are the things they say. What are you going to do with political science? Seriously. Look at our president. Anyway, but once I've got that job, they want to sit in an office. They want to sit in an office and work on a computer. Okay, you cannot run the world from a computer. You can go into your computer and Google electrician because nothing works in your house. But they're going to have to send a physical person to your house to find the problem and fix the problem. Anyway, I'll go off on a tangent there. Let's not get into that. We're talking about love and marriage. So yes, I'd be interested to know, where do you come from, and what kind of marriage arrangements or non-arrangements do you guys have in your country, in your culture, okay? My culture, my dad literally wanted me to marry his duplicate, okay? Hell no, that didn't happen. I ran away from home very young. But I'd like to know, because I have questions. I have so many questions, because I'd like to see the whole world happy, married and happy, really happy, you know. Polygamy is something I don't believe in, because I do not share, okay. If you're one of these swingers and things, whatever blows your head back, you know, babes, you want to do that, you do that, okay. I ain't doing that, okay. So I'm pretty much a one-man woman. I just haven't found the man yet. But yes, so let me know. Maybe if people married the right people for the right reasons, and it was the ultimate, soulmate and partner, maybe there wouldn't be so much violence, there wouldn't be so many homicides, there wouldn't be so many people cheating. Okay, because if you're truly happy with your partner, you wouldn't want to hurt them. You wouldn't want to cheat on them. If there's something funky you want to do in the bedroom, your partner's going to be there for that. Okay, don't suck my toes. But anyway, your partner's going to be there for that. Okay, you're gonna be able to discuss anything with your partner. Your partner's going to be not just your partner in the bedroom, but your partner in everything. You know what I mean? You're gonna find a middle ground. It's love. It's all about love. Okay. If there's no love, I don't know. I just can't. But if that's you guys, I mean, I'm in Africa. Okay. Every African man has got 3 or 4 cell phones. Okay. Now there's literally one for the wife. Okay. I have friends. Okay, very wealthy friends in South Africa. African people who has the wife living in a mansion, driving the latest Mercedes, okay? And then the same man will have a shag house, okay? And he will have a side chick. The side chick is his main chick, okay? There's a main chick. The main chick, he does her nails, he pays for her nails, pays for her hair, he buys her the latest cell phones, because she's got to look good and she's got to be happy and she's got to be ready when he's ready. And then there's the side chick. Okay, the side chick is there when the main chick is not available. Okay, so she's also got a cell phone. And then obviously there's another phone for the drive-throughs, because they have a whole lot of drive-throughs. Okay, why? If you and I mean, this man that I know loves his wife. Don't touch his wife. He loves his wife, but something went wrong in his blueprint. Okay, because why does he have to have a main chick, a side chick, and a couple of drive-throughs? For what? For what reason? Are you possessed that you can't get enough? Okay, same as these people who choose their partners on how they look. You cannot choose your partner on how they look. Yes, things look good, which is why I will never, if I have a man or we walk in the street and a beautiful girl walks past and he doesn't look at her, I don't think, what's wrong with this guy? What's he doing behind my back? Because he's not doing it in front of me. You look, okay, same as I will always appreciate a good-looking woman and a good-looking man, and I'm not by any chance. But I know that the way you look at this very moment is so hard to maintain. Okay, you cannot maintain the way you look. There is no cosmetic surgery, no diet, no creams and lotions and potions that will keep you 25 for the rest of your life. Not going to happen. Okay. You're going to get old. And once you get old, what do you have to offer? Because if your looks are the only thing you have to offer, or it's the only thing that he wanted you for, it's a recipe for disaster, okay? Your spirit, your soul, your brain, your heart, there's so much more to you than looks, okay? Looks fade, okay? Looks fade. And there's nothing wrong with looks fading. There's nothing wrong with not looking 25. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Yes, there's a lot of men hung up on this, and a lot of women, okay? Because women have this thing for marrying children, and so do men. And I don't know if I think it might be a midlife crisis. People, if you have a midlife crisis, buy that car you can't afford, okay? Because at least that you can argue about and you can sell the car and you're fine. But the minute you have an affair with a teenager, it's done, okay? You're done. And it's not going to make you younger, okay? So, but yes, that's a topic for another day, okay? So, yes, that's it. Please leave me your comments, and I would like to know what you guys think about that, what your questions are, because I have so many questions, and I've asked so many people these questions, and I get some answers, but I'm not satisfied with the answers I get, though. So, let me know. And if you stay till the end of the video and you enjoyed it, please click that like and subscribe and all that, and then pop around for the next one, okay? And if not, no problem. You want to vibe and go, you can vibe and go. That's cool. Whenever you're bored, come around, all welcome, and come listen to what I have to say and what questions I have. Thank you.